Seboom. Seboom.
Yo, hello and welcome to the Beatbox Talk Interview series. I'm super happy to be back again, and this time we have no one less than the legendary Beatbox World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Zede's in the house.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey, bro, thank you so much for joining the interviews. For those who are here the first time, here you have the chance to ask questions to the best beatboxers in the world, to all topics of how to beatbox, how to improve your beatbox. And CD is definitely the right man for that. You have judged so many battles, you have won everything that you can win. You know the game, bro, and you know how to develop and keep on improving. Like you are staying in the game for so long. Can you please tell us when did you start to beatbox and what was the impulse to get you started?
I used to make weird sounds as a young kid. I imitated Donald Duck and a lot of weird things. I was already into making sounds and imitating. And Police Academy pretty much opened my eyes. Like, okay, there is a guy who does that professionally. That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. And then with like, I would say 12 years, 13 years, I discovered a radio jam session of Roselle
Yeah.
on Funkmaster Flex.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in, I don't know, back in the days, you used to download illegally music on a LimeWire or whatever that platform was called. So I used to download a lot of hip-hop sounds. And
Mm-hmm.
and without looking who it was, I just was downloading the music.
Yeah.
And one of them was Roselle, the freestyle
True.
session. And I heard that. I was like, whoa, okay, this guy is making music with his mouth. That's crazy. I want to do that as well. So I pretty much started to make beatboxing then. And then I discovered other beatboxers as well. And I realized, okay, that's the thing. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how I started.
Looking at it nowadays and in the days when we started, as I just said, downloading MP3s and then try to imitate what somebody's doing just by hearing it. Like, how do you see the possibilities of learning how to beatbox nowadays compared to then when we started?
I started without any help, right? I just started by listening to Roselle
Mm-hmm.
and to other beatboxers, and I try to imagine how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
And these days, of course, you have tons of more beatboxers. You have tons of tutorials. You have like workshops and also
Yeah.
schools, and so it's way more easier to learn beatboxing than it used to be, or you can learn it way faster than
Mm-hmm.
back then.
Mm-hmm. When you think of one specific sound that you learned, was there one sound that was very difficult for you to get it right, and how did you work on it that you conquered the sound?
I think one of the hardest sounds, it doesn't sound hard, but it was very hard to learn, was the
Yeah. Yeah.
yes. For me, I don't know. It took me like 7 months just to have it like on a consistent level, not just
Yeah.
on by accident and then never. Just
Mm-hmm.
to have it very clean, and it
Mm-hmm.
was just way too hard to learn for me. And it's just such a simple sound, right? And the funny
Mm-hmm.
thing was, I remember Sammy Try was asked this question as well. I think even in Graz, where
Mm-hmm.
we did this interview,
Yeah.
and he also said this sound was his hardest sound to learn. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not the only one. And this was pretty much, as I remember, being a
Yeah.
hard sound to learn, and also the lip roll stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Took me also like 3-4 months to get it where I wanted to have it, and I'm still not really good at it. I don't really use it that often. So
Yeah. Um, you was the one who taught me the lip roll. Like I
yeah.
remember really clearly, you gave me the advice to work on until it sounds like that, and you told me like, bro, because you showed it me at an event, and a year later I still wasn't capable of doing it, and you asked me, did you do what I told you last year to train? And I was like, nah, I didn't. I just did whatever I thought. Like, do this for 1 week, and you can do it. And I did it, and a week later I could do the lip roll.
Okay.
So you was the one who showed me. Yeah, that was. I'm very grateful for that. I was really struggling. But still, you are such a creative person. Many people know that you are also active as a producer. So how is the balance? Like, I think you will get a lot of inputs from those many things that you're doing. You also are into chess, you are also into games,
Yeah.
also producing. So where do you get all the input for your beatbox?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's for me, making beats, making music is not really much different than making beatbox. It's like creating music, creating routines, creating sounds, and arrange them in a way so it sounds interesting. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And also with mixing and mastering, it's just like since I'm a perfectionist and I want to have every sound very clean, also in
Yeah.
beatboxing. It's also something I always wanted in my beats, in my music that I produce. Um, and yeah, all the things with chess and gaming is just like I started very young with that, and I grew up with it, and it's yeah, it's just something I love to do. Also, a lot of beatboxers are doing the same, and you can, especially in these days, you can play together and having fun, and it's always was always a part of me. And yeah, also chess. I love chess.
Mm-hmm.
It's so addictive. I play like every day, like tens, 20s of sessions, and it's just yeah, something I really love.
There was a chess beatbox battle recently. Or is it
I
still
heard about
happening?
that. I heard about that, but I
Yeah.
didn't follow. I didn't follow that. It's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it, so I was like, that sounds really, really interesting. There are so many possibilities to make this happen.
Yeah.
But talking about battles, you have judged all battles that there is. Um, as a beatboxer, it's many times people don't understand why judges decide the way they decide. Can you can you maybe talk about a little bit why sometimes decisions are happening, how they are about dynamics and stuff like that?
There are many factors. The thing is, on most battles, it's not that transparent. The decisions means
Mm-hmm.
that we decide, and most of the time they don't know why we decided like that. In future, I will hope that it's more transparent, so people see or hear why we decided in certain ways. Maybe you make
Mm-hmm.
like categories and
Mm-hmm.
make like a display on the stage, and after a
Yeah.
round, you put your percentage or points as a judge, and people
Mm-hmm.
see, okay, 6 points originality and 6 points execution, whatever. So they see, they gave. It should be more transparent, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm looking for in a battle is always is also very depends on the battle and what the criteria are. But most of the
Mm-hmm.
battles are just like, okay, sit there and make your decisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so for me, it's like just amaze me, just give me something I don't expect, and
Mm-hmm.
especially when I already know you as a beatboxer and you do something I maybe heard another battle,
Yeah.
surprise me with something different,
Mm-hmm.
or just yeah, it's just like small details also, like how does he start the round, how does he end the rounds,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stuff like this.
It's so true, especially when you know the beatboxers. It's really intriguing because we are all we are friends, and when you see somebody jamming outside and he's throwing out all his new techniques, and then you're like, oh, I just heard it a half an hour ago outside.
Yeah,
It's you have to be careful with that.
yeah, definitely.
But talking about how to set up a battle, I think you are a super smart beatboxer when it's about routines, looking at the showcases, looking about what you did at the battles. Do you have some tips and tricks how to create a routine that has the certain dynamic? Because everything you do is really on point.
Um, I just watched yesterday a video from Skiller, what you should
Mm-hmm.
not do in a battle. I would advise to watch this video maybe as well, which is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I just think um, just be prepared, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Study is, and this is also like where it's similar to chess, right? You have to study your opponents. What opening does he do? What's his mid game, and is he aggressive? Is he passive? And use the opponent's weakness as your strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely something you can do. Me personally, and definitely other beatboxers, I like to have also some space for improvisation, but this can be dangerous. It can
Mm-hmm.
be really
Mm-hmm.
nice, but it can be dangerous as well. So yeah, you need to know by yourself what kind of person you are in this kind of stuff. And yeah, just be focused. Don't drink, don't smoke before.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen events, and you also, I know, where people are going crazy a day before, and then they're destroyed. Of course, we are all young and we want to have fun, and yeah, and yeah, but definitely study your opponents, uh, come prepared, and just enjoy being on stage. It's also very important.
True.
Have some confidence in what you do, um,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
As you just said, enjoy yourself on the stage. I think that's such a difficult skill to get because you just get it by getting on stage.
mm,
And then you have like beatboxers. I think of Alexinho.
mm,
He's like a kid on a playground. He just enjoys
yeah, yeah,
everything, and he just plays with the opponents, and it's really fun to watch him. And
yeah.
as I said, I think that's such a powerful skill. Um, about what you said, Skiller made a video. Could you say one or two mistakes you could give to beginners that you try should to avoid when you start to beatboxing?
Um, on battles or
Generally, like it can be everything, if
yeah,
it's battles or when to get started.
yeah. When you get started, don't ignore the foundation. Don't ignore the basics and go straight for the hard sounds. I think it's very important to master the foundations, the basic sounds, to
Mm-hmm.
have them crispy. The kick is like, and
Mm-hmm.
so everything sounds where it should be.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you master these sounds, then you can add the other sounds to it, and it will sound amazing, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what I hear on 90% of the beatboxers. They do hard sounds, they do these weird crazy basses, like
Yeah.
impressive, but then they start with the kick and the snare, and it sounds so muddy, and yeah, just master the basics. That's very important when you start the beatboxing. um
Mm-hmm.
and for battles, yeah, just as be self be confident in what you do. As I said, don't look with your eyes to the ground. Don't
Mm-hmm.
turn your back to the judges and crowds. This kind of mistakes you do because you kind of scared
Yeah.
or insecure. um
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
I also think one thing that is when I'm judging event, what I still keep seeing, like when we were starting 15 years ago and more, there was like those cliche beatboxes at battles, cappy on,
Yeah.
jacket, indoors, and still the backpack on,
Yeah.
and standing on stage, looking on the floor,
Yeah.
and just throwing out. And it's still happening nowadays. It's funny to
And
see. It's
I used to be like that as well, you know. I saw
um,
myself in video and I was like, okay, I need to change that.
um, talking about beatboxing and being on stage, what would be your dream beatbox team of 4 beatboxers?
Ooh. Okay, now I have to think. Okay.
It's a tricky
Yeah.
question, really.
Okay, you need someone that is very good in arranging routines. You
Yeah.
need someone who is very melodic. You need someone who is technical on a good level, and you need a fourth one who is very flexible. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on arrangement kind of level, I would go with someone who's very crazy in. I think who is good in arranging?
They are
Because
quite some guys.
yeah.
They're really quite some guys.
I want to say Alem because he know how to
Ooh.
structure the technique stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also very good in the technical aspect. So I will put Alem in the team.
Okay, Alem.
Because he's interesting. I would put someone melodic. I will put Codfish in the team.
Oh,
because
yeah.
he has a good
Nice.
bass. He has a good. His tonality is crazy.
He can sing. He has a good presence. Yeah,
yes.
True.
Then I will put someone like who is technical, crazy, except Adam. Someone who's very crisp, who's very crisp. I would put maybe Alexinho as well.
I was thinking exactly the same, like Alex, and because you also have the tag team in the crew already.
Yeah, I love them being as a tag team as well. So
super sick.
It will be interesting. And just Codfish in there is so funny. And the fourth, someone who is an all-rounder. I will maybe put either D-Lo.
Oh, yeah.
Or Zeka. Zeka will be crazy as well.
Oh, Zeka.
Yeah, Zeka.
Also, he could join in with the singing as well.
Yeah. So we have Zeka, Codfish, Alem, and Alexinho. That will be.
That's a dream team. That's a dream team. Guys, you heard it. Like, that's an absolute sick dream team. So we always offer to the people who are watching the live stream the possibility to send in some videos or send in some suggestions where they think that would be cool if we could react to it. And maybe if you feel like to give a short feedback. This time we got 2 video suggestions of one young beatboxer and of one Austrian beatboxer. I would start with the Austrian one. I've been there at the battle, I was judging, and this is the Austrian junior champion from 2020.
Okay.
So I will share my screen now with you. Please tell me if you can see at least the browser.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, then I will start and hopefully you can hear something. If you don't hear, just tell me and I will hopefully fix it.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Riff. I'm from Austria, and this is a big shout out to Swiss Beatbox, Wunderkobaten, and my friend Peponi. Let's go. skeleton gang. Death up on my brain. In my range, I'm a bang that sustain. I'm a bucket to left, I'm a proof to right. Puss a passion, gas, brain pride, out of sight. Skeleton gang. Up on brain. In range, my bang that's sustain. My bucket to left, my proof to right. Monster mash on the gas screen, light out of sight. The house. Let's go. Yo, thank you.
Hey, yo. That was nice.
Dope. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so what do you think? Some tips and tricks for the there was one part, the minimal house part.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it the first time you doing it. Is that possible? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one, right? He does it with the.
Yeah,
right?
True.
It's really cool. I also started to add a lot of these sounds. I love to do it. It's very fun.
Yeah. So really congrats to Riff. Yeah, he well-deserved junior champion.
Yeah, man.
That's
How old
really
is he?
sick. I'm not sure. I think he's 16 or 15.
Okay, dope. Yeah, he was definitely better than me when I was 16. He's definitely better than I was. I would say he's cool. He's very nice. I like his style. He has some variations. Really like. I feel like in the beginning and in the second part, he had some timing issues, especially when he did combos like this triple kick, which got really sloppy. And, I think he could work on that, either perfect these triple kicks or find something else, Yeah, the first and the second routines, I feel like he had some timing issues, but later on he pretty much got it back, except he always did this kind of small combos which were not so clean. But other than that, I feel like he's good. Yeah, maybe he could also work a little bit on his arrangements. is sometimes a little bit chaotic. It's not that bad, but it could be more arranged, more like a story, which is clear. And yeah, no. But other than that, I think he has potential. He's young. He has the sounds. He has the rhythm.
True. What do you think to help him improve like those timing issues, or to make this routine a little bit more structured? What do you think could help him with that?
Yeah, just I don't know, man. Just work on that issue until it sounds good. I think it's very important and that you see where your weakness are, that you see them, like, okay, this is an issue I have. How do I solve this issue? Either you make it perfect and start slowly and work on that, for example, or you just cut that and try to find something else, maybe something. I don't know. That's how I will do it. And yeah, and timing wise, it's hard. I don't know. For me, I always love to beatbox while music is playing, and music is always should be always on time. So this is definitely also a way to get your timing, or with the metronome. You can work with the metronome if you want.
That works great. Yeah.
Yeah, and
so true. Let's check out the next video. This is also from a young beatboxer from Portugal. His name is Ale, I think. It's like Allen, but without the M.
Okay.
Do you see the browser?
I see the browser.
Perfect. Okay, then we will dive right into it.
Hello, my name is Ale. I'm from Portugal, and this is a big shout out to Beatbox International. I'm gonna fly, 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 high, high, high. I'm gonna fly, 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 high, high. I'm gonna build, fly. To fight with me, I just gonna give you a piece of wood. I'm gonna win, install your fresh blood. To fight with me, I just gonna give you a piece of wood. I'm gonna win, install your fresh blood, fresh blood. Yeah, fresh blood.
international throwdown.
That was super dope, man.
He is sick. Crazy. You know, that's what I mean with having a story, you know, having a line, you know. It's crazy how he you know, he started something, he started with something, he built it up, and the thing is that kind of style is very you have a lot of space, and between these spaces you can add these small details which are so they worth so much, you know. He did that one build up in the beginning. I cannot imitate. Then he did it in between, and then you know, this kind of stuff is just is that's
very nice,
like,
structured.
The only thing that confused me was the first drop. He totally switched the tempo.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. But the drop was sick with his tongue. I cannot do it. You know, that was sick. But I wished it was the same tempo, like the build up. But other than that, that was sick, man. I really like it. He's kind of, he has his own style already, you know, or you know, he has sounds and routines that I never heard in this way before, like he did. And he had starts, he had the build up, he had the drop, and he had a middle part where he did something as well, and he built it up as well, and he had an end, you know. It's just like a whole, routine. And this is the new era of beatboxing, I would say, since the last 5 to 7 years. It's way more structured than it used to be when I made my battles and stuff. You know, it was more chaotic, and we wanted to show everything in short terms, right?
Yeah.
And you cannot do that anymore. And this is how a routine should sound like.
Yeah, it was really good. Also, he has a lovely voice. I think if you know, it was a very nice, well-rounded thing. Wow, I'm also.
And how old is he? Like 14?
Yeah, I think so. That's really. I can't wait for all these guys. In the last few months, the one kid from Syria, insane beatbox.
I think I heard from.
Yeah, like insane. Then this kid, Riff. You know, there are everywhere these young beatboxers popping up, and I really looking forward to that. And I'm really happy that people like you who put so much thoughts about beatboxing and how to judge and make it as fair as possible. I really like. I think you are one of my favorite judges out there, because I know you take it super seriously. You give people the most respect possible.
Yeah, I mean, people always commenting why is CD not reacting, or you know, because in this point where everyone else is reacting, you're missing so much, you know. And I'm there and try to not miss anything, you know. And I take it seriously. For me, it's the real deal.
That's so true, and many people don't know all the topics we're talking about off, and you know, on the side events, you know, not off the screens. And I think I had with you so many good talks about how to improve the judging, how, you know, how to make it as fair as possible. And that's a really great thing, especially for these young guys, where you say like arrangement. In the old days, it wasn't so important. It was, of course, it was cool, but these are songs now.
Yeah, it is.
It's really cool. But now we come to the best and my favorite part of the whole interview. I want to ask you if you would be up to beatbox for us. I think everybody's waiting with a lot of joy. And ladies and gentlemen, now we have Zede in the house. Hit them, bro. Bro, thank you so much for that freestyle. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you again on the stage. Yeah, just
Yeah.
rocking it. Hope this whole pandemic goes over as fast as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. Definitely.
But still, you're always busy. I know that. So, are there any future projects that you're working on, or anything for us to look out for?
Yeah, I actually starting to release some lo-fi instrumental music on my Spotify.
Nice.
I have like 5 songs ready. I collaborate with other great lo-fi producers, and yeah, you can. I mean, you can, if you want, you can follow me on Zede Beatbox on Instagram or directly on Spotify. Just type in Zede, and you can follow me, and I will. Yeah, the next few weeks will release something, and they are all a mix between electronical produced beats with beatbox sounds in it. There's a good combination in what I actually do, like producing and also beatboxing.
That sounds brilliant, bro. Yeah, thank you so much. One more time, I want to say thank you to everybody joining the live stream. You guys are awesome. Please spread the word. Next Monday, we will have another interview. And one more time, CD, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for
I had a
having me.
great